Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
A lot of us are staying at home, working at home, and probably you're into laptops, tablets, or smartphones recently because a lot of us are relying on our devices for our work, school, sa Zoom, and everything. And recently, Realme Philippines has just announced the Realme Pad dito para sa Philippine market. And I'm really excited for this one because the Realme Pad won't break the bank and yet it will offer a lot of features for all of you. So guys, bago natin pag-usapan, introduce ko na sarili ko. I'm Jam of JamOnline.ph and today, i-review natin ang pinaka-latest tablet ni Realme, the Realme Pad. Before we talk about deep down about the Realme Pad, let's talk about the main features of this tablet. First, we got your 10.4-inch WUXGA Plus display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200. Aside on, we also got here a Helio G80 processor, 7,100 mAh of battery, 18 watts charging, a quad speakers that supports Dolby Atmos, which is perfect for entertainment, and of course, meron tayo ditong 8 megapixel camera on the front and also at the back. Later, we're gonna talk about how good the camera is. So first, let's talk about the design of the Realme Pad. As you can see here at the back of the tablet, this one looks really cool. This is actually the gold color, and we got here a metallic body design. It comes in real gray and real gold. Of course, I got the real gold, but both of them are premium looking. As for the quality, it's actually not just premium looking, it also feels premium because of the aluminum back, and also this one is actually made of plastic for the antennas and everything. We also got here some flat sides dito sa Realme Pad, and despite that, this is actually pretty ergonomic. I actually like the flat sides naman netong tablet na to because the tablet isn't that thick. So, using this one, magaan siya, and yet medyo manipis naman siya for my taste. So this one is only at 6.9 millimeters thin. We also got here a body na 440 grams lang. So, a lot of you are doing this pag nakahiga kayo, di ba? Nanonood kayo ng YouTube videos, nakahiga kayo, or naka-place lang sa kama nyo. This one will be just fine. I mean, it's light, and again, this one is pretty ergonomic, and actually ginagamit ko siya sa kama. Pinsan nakahiga ako, I'm using the tablet like this, and hindi ako nangangalay even after watching a lot of videos already on YouTube. One of the reasons why this one is pretty ergonomic is because of its bezel size. Makikita nyo dito, the bezel size is just fine. Of course, yung kanyang aspect ratio, it's 16 by 10. One of the reasons why it's perfect for me is because having that aspect ratio combined with the size of bezels on the tablet means that it will have a lesser footprint, which means na mas maliit yung ating tablet, pero malaki pa rin yung size natin. Again, this is still a 10.4-inch WUXGA Plus display, but because of, again, yung kanyang aspect ratio, medyo iba yung size niya compared to other tablets. And ang mahalaga sa akin dito is as long as the tablet is very portable, very light, and very ergonomic, okay na okay ako dito with the Realme Pad. Thankfully, unlike their other smartphones, they didn't ditch the headphone jack on this one. So if you still have your headphones, if you love listening to Spotify or Apple Music while doing your work, pwede nyo gamitin kasi meron pa rin kayong headphone jack dito. But you also got here a USB-C port that supports 18 watts fast charging. So the variant that we got comes in 3 gigs and 32 gigs na variant, and a lot of you might comment na, okay, medyo kulang yan. Medyo kulang yung 32 gigs considering there are a lot of games already that are at a higher na storage ang pangangailangan. Well, thankfully, we got here a micro SD card slot, so if you want to expand that storage, you can do that here on the Realme Pad. One of my favorite features on the Realme Pad is actually the quad speakers with Dolby Atmos. This one is really loud. I mean, really, really loud. It can even compete sa mga flagship tablets in the market right now. And I actually love watching movies on this tablet because of the very, very loud speakers. And it's very clear, hindi siya basag, hindi siya tunog lata. And for its price, this one is actually pretty good. So if you're like me who loves watching Netflix, well, of course, you can download Netflix on the Realme Pad. And watching these movies, super lakas niya, and sobrang nag-enjoy ako with the Realme Pad. However, we're missing a feature in here. We do not have a fingerprint scanner on this one. Well, considering yung kanyang size, the only placement na pwede sa kanyang fingerprint scanner is the power button. Unfortunately, there's no fingerprint scanner on this one. But thankfully, you can use yung face unlock if you want to use face unlock on the Realme Pad. Now, let's talk about the cameras of the tablet. Yes, we got here a front-facing camera over here. So, the placement of this one means that the tablet is meant to be used as a tablet in landscape mode. Of course, kung gusto niyo gamitin yung rear camera, ganito, okay lang. Up to you. But I don't really recommend using the Realme Pad as your photography device. Pag kailangan nyo lang talaga. And this one is actually meant talaga for Zoom calls, video calls, mga ganung bagay. And surprisingly, yung kanyang front-facing camera does have an ultra-wide angle. That's why using this one for zoom is actually perfect. So, this is using yung ating front-facing camera of the Realme Pad. And surprisingly, okay lang naman siya. Hindi siya sobrang pangit, hindi siya sobrang ganda. But it's actually better than I expected considering its price. And again, this is an ultra-wide na front-facing camera. That's why medyo wide yung sakop niya. Nakikita yung background ko. And medyo malapit pa rin sa akin yung tablet. And thanks to that, it's perfect for video calls like Zoom, or mga Facebook messengers or whatever na video calls. Well, this is yung kanyang rear camera. So, kanina nyo pa narinig yung boss ko, nag-iba yung mic, diba? Because I'm using the dual mic noise cancellation of the Realme Pad. And if you like that, well, yan yung mic quality na makukuha nyo with the Realme Pad. Let's talk about the display of the Realme Pad. So, as you can see in here, the Realme Pad comes with a 10.4-inch WUXGA Plus display. It's a 16:10 display aspect ratio, and I think that's kind of good for me. I mean, it's not 16:9. If 16:9 to, mas wide pa to and mas mababa. I think this one is already portable. I actually like the 16:10 because it's perfect for productivity para sa akin yung gantong size ng tablet. Again, minimal bezels. That's why the tablet does have a kind of small na footprint and kasya sa kamay ko, magaan siya and all. But let's talk about yung kanyang display quality. Again, 2000 by 1200 display aspect ratio. There's no 90 Hz refresh rate, but that's understandable. I mean, we got here a Helio G80 processor, which is fine for basic tasks, apps, and everything. But if you're planning on doing a lot of work dito, you might not be able to fully optimize the 90 Hz display. As for the resolution, yes, it is sharp. The panel is not AMOLED, but it's fine. The colors are nice. The viewing angles, nakikita nyo naman ngayon. But it's not the best tablet. But what we're talking about is a very affordable tablet na abot ng masang Pilipino. That's why I think yung kanyang tablet is kind of great for its price. And actually, I have no doubts about it. As for the colors, it is actually pretty nice. It isn't the best one, again, because it's not AMOLED. However, there are a lot of features na magugustuhan nyo dito, like yung eye comfort mode. If you're like me na gumagamit ng tablet before going to bed, watching videos, or if you're reading books, you would appreciate yung kanyang eye comfort mode. If you can have yung mga nanonood kayo ng mga videos, mas easy siya sa mata nyo, mas madali kayo makakatulog. As for me, I did like that one. I mean, it's not an exclusive feature, but I really appreciate that Realme has added that feature on the Realme Pad. And yes, you can use the Realme Pad even outside. It's not the brightest one, but it will do just fine. But I think maybe they can improve the brightness even more. But again, we're talking about here an affordable tablet. So, medyo talagang inano ko yung expectations ko for that one. And this, pag binaba mo expectations mo because of the price, you would get a pretty good tablet for its price. As for the performance, we got here 3 gigs and 32 gigs na variant. This is the entry level ng Realme Pad. And if you're just the type of person who's just watching Netflix, watching movies, wala kayong magiging problema dito. The 32 gig would be just enough for you. But if you're planning on installing a lot of games, baka kulangin kayo. So I suggest getting the higher variant with more RAM, 4 gigs or 6 gigs up to 128 gigs of storage. If you are a power user, better get the 6 gigs na variant. As for the processor, it's a Helio G80 processor. We all know that processor. I mean, it's capable of doing different apps and tasks, Facebook, Office, or whatever. It will do just fine as long as it's light and casual tasks on the Realme Pad. As for different games like Call of Duty Mobile, this one would do just fine if you're planning on installing a lot of emulators, as long as magaan yung emulators, hindi kayo problema dito, and I'm pretty sure that you would enjoy those emulators with the large display of this tablet. So if you're having doubts, how about checking out the benchmarks that I've just done here on the Realme Pad? On Geekbench, we got here a single core score of 347 and 1307 on multi-core. With 3D Mark Wildlife, we got a score of 693. And for the PC Mark Work 2.0 battery life test, we got here a score of 11 hours and 37 minutes. Since we're talking about the battery on the Realme Pad, again, 3 gigs plus 32 gig variant, well, it's actually pretty fine. Actually, pretty happy with the battery life of this one. 7100 mAh battery, that's big. Considering na Helio G80 siya, I was actually getting up to 2 or 3 days of use, average use on the Realme Pad. So yes, that is pretty good for me. And if you're a heavy user, if you love playing games, probably magtatagal yung tablet sa inyo ng isang araw or probably even more. Depende kung kaano kayo katagal maglaro. But if you're a heavy user, hindi kayo problema with the Realme Pad. However, my gripe on this one is that the charging is a little bit slow. Again, it's an 18 watts charger, so it will take some time before you can fully charge the tablet. Around 2 hours siguro if you're coming from 0 to 100. But a lot of you would probably charge the tablet before even reaching 20%. So the Realme Pad is actually running on Realme UI for Pad. So that is different on the phones because the Realme UI for Pad comes with these applications. We got the YouTube Kids, we got here the Kids Space. These are applications that are meant for kids. Yung tablet kasi na to is meant for those people na may family. They're using a tablet, single tablet for the family. They would appreciate that they got YouTube Kids and Kids Space. So, mas protected nyo yung mga bata. If may mga anak kayo, mas makokontrol nyo yung content na pinapanood nila. Yung kanilang screen time, if they're using the tablet that much, meron kayong Kids Space to control them. Since this one is Realme UI for Pad, there are quite unique features, including yung ating multi-window. So, nandito tayo ngayon sa ating selection ng apps. So, all I need is to press this and mamili pa ako ng isang app, and then automatically you can open 2 apps side by side. You can even adjust yung ating window kung ano yung mas malaki, kung ano yung mas maliit. So similar to most Android tablets out in the market, we have here a multitasking feature, and despite having a Helio G80, makikita nyo naman na okay, medyo mabilis naman yung ating pag-shift ng ating window sa Google Chrome and Photos, as long as medyo light naman yung casual yung mga apps na ginagamit natin dito. So you might be curious, para kanino ba ang tablet na to? Para kanino ba ang Realme Pad? Well, it's best for those people who loves watching movies on Netflix, on YouTube. May enjoy nyo yung kanyang malaking display. Not just that, may enjoy nyo pa yung kanilang quad speakers with Dolby Atmos. Malakas yung kanyang speakers and malaki yung kanyang display, and okay naman yung colors niya. The resolution is good. So if you're just using the Realme Pad for your photos, you would enjoy yung mga photos nyo dito and videos, as we got here large screen and okay naman na colors dito with the Realme Pad. The long battery life is also perfect for those people who are always on the go. If lumalabas na kayo ngayon during the pandemic, if you need to work sa labas, you would enjoy the battery life of this one kasi medyo mahaba yung battery na nakukuha natin dito with the Realme Pad. And of course, you could still play games on this one. So it's a Helio G80. It's not the most powerful one, but for its price, this one is pretty good. Helio G80 can do a lot of things. I was even able to play Genshin Impact dito. Surprisingly, I didn't expect that it would be that powerful. But of course, you have to tone down yung inyong expectations dito. It's a Helio G80. Yes, it can run the latest games, but you have to tone it down at the lowest settings. Now, on to the verdict of the Realme Pad. So, overall, the Realme Pad is a pretty good tablet for its price. Yes, there are a lot of competitions in the market, but what we're getting in here is a premium design, really good display, WUXGA Plus. It's also good pagdating sa kanyang panel. The colors are nice. It's not AMOLED, no higher refresh rate, but it's fine. Again, we're talking about a tablet that won't break the bank. It's perfect for those people who want a tablet that they can use for video calls, sa Zoom, sa Messenger. If you got a family na OFW, lagi nyo siyang tinatawagan, this one is perfect for you pantawag sa video calls. I like the wide-angle camera, especially sa front-facing camera niya. It's good. The quality is just fine. And of course, sa mga mahilig manood ng movies, you would enjoy the large display, the resolution, the colors, and especially yung kanyang quad speakers. You don't need an external speakers on this one, but in case you needed one, there's a headphone jack, so pwede nyo siyang isaksak doon. So I suggest that if you're getting the Realme Pad, get the higher variant. If you want kasi you would get a larger RAM, but not just that, yung important dito is the larger storage. But of course, you could enjoy yung micro SD card nyo dito by extending or expanding yung Realme Pad using micro SD. So the Realme Pad starts at 10,990 pesos for the 3 plus 32 gig variant, 14,990 for the 4 plus 64, and 16,990 for the 6 plus 128. The Realme Pad 3 plus 32 will be available for only 8,990 pesos at the Realme official store on Shopee starting this October 22. So please do take advantage of that one para ma-enjoy nyo yung Realme Pad at a very affordable price. That is 2,000 pesos off. Meron din tayong early bird offer ng Realme Pad 3 plus 32 at official Realme stores and partner dealers from October 21 to 31. That is 9,990 pesos. So that's 1,000 pesos off. Again, take advantage of that one if hindi pa kayo bibili sa Shopee na may 2,000 pesos off. So I guess that's it tayo dito sa ating review ng Realme Pad. It's a pretty good tablet, especially for its price. Premium, display's nice, especially the speaker and everything. So yeah guys, that's it dito sa ating video. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of our latest videos here sa aking YouTube channel. So once again, I am JamJamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching and see you guys again sa susunod na video.